Ladies and gentlemen,
The first of the academic procession has arrived. Leading the procession is the University Marshal, Professor Charles Walcott. Following the University Marshal is the banner bearer for the class of 2014. The class banner bearers are Gregory Allen Brasiak and Andrew Mark Newman, class officers. First to arrive behind the class banner are the PhD candidates of the graduate school. The symbol banner bearer is Amara Ruth Dunn. Candidates are led by Vice Provost and Dean of the graduate school, Barbara A. Newth, and faculty marshals, Professor Catherine March and Professor Alfonso Torres. The PhD banner bearers are Maximilian Jean Chen and Danielle Thompson. The degree marshals are Chavez Carter and Evan Philip Portens. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the PhD degree candidates from the graduate school. Next are the master degree candidates of the graduate school. The master banner bearers are Elvaro Andres Salas Castro and Justin Scott Shepard. The degree marshals are Dustin Richard Baker and Julio Isidro Sanchez. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the master degree candidates from the graduate school. Next are the candidates from the College of Veterinary Medicine, led by Dean Michael Kotlikoff, and college banner bearers Allison Christie Manchester and Melissa Gunsill Rosenthal. The degree marshals are Daniel Seth Jackson and Marie Aline Lockhart. The symbol banner bearer is Katerina McVoy Rukshanes. Next, the law school candidates are led by Dean Stuart Schwab, and college banner bearers Antoinette Marie Futo and Sherry Jarens. Degree marshals are Christina Rafile Musalahai and Stephen Kent Worth. The symbol banner bearer is Min Suk Han. Next, the degree candidates from the Samuel Curtis Johnson Graduate School of Management, led by Dean Sumitra Datta. The college banner bearers are Laura Guzman and Tricia Panagitan. The degree marshals are Jonathan Schmitz and Natalie Wassane. The symbol banner bearer is Boris Palovich. Gentlemen, for your information, degree candidates from Weill Cornell Medical College in Qatar participated in a separate commencement ceremony, and degree candidates from the Weill Cornell Medical College in New York City will participate in a separate commencement ceremony later this month. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the degree candidates from the Johnson Graduate School of Management. Now entering the stadium are the first of the undergraduate degree candidates. The senior class council banner is being carried by April Nicole Manhertz and Michael Bradford Perry. The class marshals are Robert Patrick Callahan and Ashley Sumitra Demond. Also members of the Senior Class Council. The first undergraduate group is the School of Industrial and Labor Relations, led by Dean Harry Katz. The college banner bearers are Michelle Huang and Jeffrey Joshua Rosenthal. Degree marshals are Daniel Brooke Abada and Simon James Bomey. The symbol banner bearer is David Wei Jun Huang. and gentlemen, once again, the degree candidates from the School of Industrial and Labor Relations. The College of Architecture, Art, and Planning is led into the stadium by Dean Kent Kleinman and college banner bearers Lillian Rose Simon and Zhu Yang. Degree marshals for the architecture program are Carly Dean and Heidi Ann Schmidt. Degree marshals for the fine arts program are Joanna Sophie Bauchich and Jihan Chung. Degree marshals for the planning program are Andrew David Youngkuntz and Quinn Thomas Kelly. The symbol banner bearer is Sean Patrick McGee. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the degree candidates from the College of Architecture, Art, and Planning. The School of Hotel Administration is now led into the stadium by Dean Michael Johnson and college banner bearers Nicholas Frederick Vasco and Wendy Yang. Degree marshals are Hannah Burrow and Kareem Mansour Ali Lakhani. The symbol banner bearer is Sylvie Cohen. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the degree candidates from the School of Hotel Administration. Entering the stadium are the degree candidates from the College of Human Ecology, led by Dean Alan Matthews and college banner bearers Carly Ann Campbell and Scott Iazuk Kim. Degree marshals are Rachel Allison Loomish and Cian Shu. The symbol banner bearer is Jocelyn Starr Durlacher. and gentlemen, once again, the degree candidates from the College of Human Ecology. Next, the College of Engineering is led into the stadium by Dean Lance R. Collins and college banner bearers Walker Nichols Grimshaw and Beth Ann Wright. The degree marshals are Bing Xuan, Dennis Chua, and Natalie Vinoy. The symbol banner bearer is Manita Michelle Hurlitz Ferguson. Gentlemen, once again, the degree candidates from the College of Engineering. Next, the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences is led into the stadium by Dean Catherine J. Bohr and college banner bearers Hannah Michaela Rosner Katz and Stephen Michael Smith. Degree marshals are Carter Loftus and Devin Elizabeth McMahon. The symbol banner bearer is Tom Chen. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the degree candidates from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. The degree candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences are now led into the stadium by Dean Gretchen Ritter and college banner bearers Michelle Unjung Cho and Robert Stephen McGeehee. Degree marshals are Jamila Akund Zaid and Emily Elizabeth Dando. The symbol banner bearer is Emily Joy Shearer. gentlemen, once again, the degree candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences. Will all candidates for degrees please stand at this time? Thank you. Now, entering the stadium is the administrative staff of the university, led by Provost Kent Fox and two faculty marshals, Professor Sheila Danko and Professor David Grease. The members of the faculty are now entering the stadium. They are led by the Dean of the University Faculty, Joseph Burns. The faculty marshals are Professor Steve Carvel, Professor John Hermanson, Professor Lisa Nishi, and Professor Drew Noden. Following the faculty marshals and now entering the stadium are this year's Stephen H. Weiss Presidential Fellows. This prestigious award is given each year to distinguished scholars among the tenured faculty who have sustained a career of important contributions to undergraduate education, including effective and inspiring teaching of undergraduate students. This year's Weiss Fellows are Ashim Datta, Professor of Biological and Environmental Engineering in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences; Melissa Hines, Professor of Chemistry and Chemical Biology in the College of Arts and Sciences; and David Sherwin, the John and Melissa Ciriali Professor of Hospitality, Human Resources, and Academic Director of the Cornell Institute for Hospitality, Labor, and Employment Relations in the School of Hotel Administration. Our Weiss Fellows are joined by their colleagues on the Cornell University faculty who are now entering the stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please join in acknowledging and thanking for their vital contribution to this wonderful day, the Cornell University faculty. Next in the procession are members of the university's Board of Trustees. The trustees are led by Chairman Robert S. Harrison. The trustee marshals are Professor Fred Schneider and Professor Donald Byans. University Marshal Charles Walcott will now escort Cornell University President David J. Scorton and the mace bearer, Professor Laura Brown, to their places on the platform.
Mr. President, for the 146th time, candidates for degrees from Cornell University have gathered for the conferral of degrees and to celebrate this commencement. Members of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, administrative staff, degree candidates, and guests are all in their places. The Assembly is hereby called to order. Please remain standing. Please join the Cornell University Glee Club and Chorus, accompanied by the Cornell University Wind Ensemble, in singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Everyone, please be seated.
Welcome to the 146th commencement of Cornell University. Congratulations to all of our degree candidates, undergraduate, graduate, and professional, and to the faculty and staff and other students and friends and family and mentors and loved ones here and back at home who helped get us here in so many ways. I thank those who are providing music for today's ceremony, including Professor Cynthia Johnston-Turner, who is participating in her last Cornell commencement as director of the Cornell Winds. Cindy, we are sad to see you go, but wish you great success in your new position as professor and director of bands at the Hodgkin School of Music at the University of Georgia. Cindy. I especially recognize the families of the graduates. Graduates, your families, in all their distinctive and beautiful variations, have been there for you, sharing your tribulations and your triumphs, and providing advice, encouragement, and support. Let's take a minute to thank these people who made it possible. Let us also pause for a moment to remember those whose commencement this would have been, as we do every year by keeping an empty chair in the front row to honor classmates lost during your time here and whose loved ones are in our thoughts today. Our hearts also go out to the University of California, Santa Barbara community at this time of shock and grief following the violence Friday evening. Commencements are among the most powerful and forward-looking of our public rituals. Part ceremony, part celebration, commencement attest to the achievements of the graduates and to our optimism about your individual futures and our collective future. And knowing so many of you, I have no doubt that this optimism is well placed. Let me give you just one example of why that optimism, to me, is indeed well placed. Attending yesterday evening's PhD hooding ceremony and also today's commencement is Mrs. Eileen Wells, the 102-year-old grandmother of Vernon Mitchell, who is receiving today his PhD in history and will be going on to a postdoctoral position at Princeton University. Mrs. Wells' own grandparents were slaves, and she has lived to see not only a black man elected president of the United States, but also to see her grandson earn an Ivy League PhD. That is a testament to our progress as a society and the power of family support and encouragement. Another reason for our optimism comes from the profiles of 19 incredibly impressive students at Cornell by Business Insider this past spring, including a dozen of you who are earning degrees today with the class of 2014. You have developed algorithms to make robots smarter, carried out research on using the body's own mechanisms to treat cancer, launched a company that builds software for other early-stage startups in exchange for equity, managed a 40-member interdisciplinary team to build a mock Mars rover, added new audio and video recordings to our Macaulay Library of Natural Sounds at the Lab of Ornithology, developed a line of clothing using 3D printing and laser cutting, signed with the Atlanta Falcons during the NFL player selection this spring, designed new high-tech musical instruments, co-founded an award-winning restaurant in New Jersey, published research on how diet relates to gene function, improved access to health care information on Native American reservations, and started an organic cocoa teaching and research farm in Cameroon to help local farmers there. Amazing. Now, not included in the Business Insider article, but equally notable, are students who have made a real difference right here at Cornell. For example, Kai Keene, class of 14, an anthropology major who grew up here in Ithaca, produced videos to promote sustainability, the Athlete Ally You Can Play campaign to assist LGBT athletes, the Know the Power of Your Words campaign, and Cornell's bid for Cornell NYC Tech, our new graduate applied sciences campus in New York City. Thank you, Kai. Ulysses Smith, class of 14, who is graduating today with a dual degree in urban and regional studies and government, has been elected to the Student Assembly 5 years in a row and is now its president. His efforts have helped raise the profile and impact of student governance at Cornell. Thank you, Ulysses. And Emily Shearer, class of 14, one of our Marshall Scholars this year, is captain of the cross-country and track and field teams and an 8-semester member of Cornell's 400 Club, which recognizes varsity athletes who maintain an average of 4.0 or better while playing their sports. Emily also serves on the Cornell EMS squad, is a study group leader and student advisor in biology, and conducts health policy research for Cornell's student-run think tank, the Roosevelt Institute. Thank you, Emily. As Kai, Ulysses, and Emily, and as those recognized by Business Insider, and as so many others of you graduating today demonstrate so well, you are already engaged in your communities and your efforts are producing tangible results. I have no doubt that the class of 2014, as well as the graduate and professional degree candidates, are poised for further contributions across many different fields. Congratulations to all of you. At Cornell, you have had the opportunity to learn and discover and create and contribute, and you start the next portion of your life's journey with a tremendous benefit of a Cornell education. You have had guidance and support from highly skilled staff members, and you have had enormous mentorship from professors who are not only leaders in their fields, but who also care deeply about each and every one of your individual success, and who will continue to have a major impact on your prospects and your careers and your lives. A recent survey of 30,000 college graduates nationwide found if graduates recalled having a professor who cared about them as a person, made them excited about learning, and encouraged them to pursue their dreams, their odds of being engaged at work more than doubled, as did their odds of thriving in all aspects of their well-being. Your connections to Cornell faculty and staff members will bring personal and professional benefits for the rest of your lives. And I encourage you to stay in touch with your teachers, mentors, counselors, coaches, and others who have provided support and guidance during your time here on the Hill. All of us here today realize, though, that many in this country and around our world do not have the opportunities that will be available to you as Cornell graduates. This year marks the 50th anniversary of President Lyndon Johnson's War on Poverty. In his first State of the Union address in January 1964, President Johnson noted, "Unfortunately, many Americans live on the outskirts of hope, some because of their poverty, and some because of their color, and all too many because of both. Our task is to reduce and replace their despair with opportunity." On this commencement morning, as we celebrate your accomplishments and your future prospects, let's spend a few minutes and look together at how far we in the United States have come over these past 5 decades, what remains to be done, and most important, what every one of us can do as individuals and through our institutions to address poverty and inequality and enhance opportunity in this country and globally. Most would agree that we have made some progress as a society in addressing poverty over the past 50 years. However, some 50 million people in the U.S. are still living in poverty, according to government figures released just last fall. Although the overall level of poverty-induced misery has decreased somewhat in this country, thanks in part to the programs that President Johnson created, including Medicaid and Medicare and food stamps and the Job Corps and the VISTA program, the Federal Work-Study program, and other initiatives that we still see today, the gap between rich and poor in this country and elsewhere has only widened, and substantially. In a new book, Chasing the American Dream, Thomas Herschel, Cornell Professor of Developmental Sociology, and his co-authors note, the United States currently leads the developed world in the extent of its income inequality, the depth of its poverty. And they estimate that 80% of the U.S. population, 80%, will be at risk of economic vulnerability at some point in their lifetimes. Surprisingly, though, when Herschel and his colleagues interviewed people who were chasing this American dream against long odds, from a homeless teenager studying for his high school diploma to a minor league baseball player trying to make it to the next level, they found an unexpected degree of optimism, and they offer a way forward. By investing in all of our people, we begin to create what is known as a virtuous cycle. By strengthening the human capital and skills of our population, we allow more individuals to reach their capabilities and to reach their potential. And as you all move on to new communities and new lives after Cornell, I hope you will consider seriously how you can contribute to such a virtuous cycle, whether in your careers or as engaged citizens otherwise. As an institution, Cornell has long believed in the American dream. Since our founding, we have aspired to offer a Cornell undergraduate education to people of talent and determination, regardless of their background, regardless of their economic circumstances. Cornell today is the 8th most economically diverse national university in the country, based on the percentage of undergraduates receiving federal Pell Grants, according to this year's U.S. News and World Report. And our commitment to access continues to be reflected in our commitment to need-blind admissions and to need-based undergraduate financial aid. From personal experience as a first-generation college student many years ago, I can tell you that I would not have made it through without opportunities to work on campus as well as need-based financial aid. I commend the class of 2014 for making a Cornell education possible for future generations through your own contributions to the senior class gift campaign in support of scholarships. Your participation rate of more than 45% is the highest since 2010. Thank you very much. I hope that you will carry with you after Cornell a continuing commitment to build human capital so that more will have the opportunities to pursue their dreams. As a society, we have a great need to invest in education, including higher education, including in community colleges and four-year public colleges, which educate the vast majority of college students, and also to continued support for Pell Grants and other financial aid measures that make college possible for those who might otherwise be excluded. And if we are to address inequalities and enable more people to realize their aspirations for a better life, immigration reform should also be part of the mix. In each of our roles as engaged citizens, each of us can help bring this about. Higher education institutions also have roles to play in reducing poverty and inequality by contributing to economic development and the job opportunities that such development creates. Here in Ithaca and elsewhere, Cornell is contributing to economic development through creative partnerships with business and with government. And academic, industry, government partnerships are gaining traction in many other parts of our world. Graduates, some of you may put your skills to use in ventures that stimulate innovation and develop human capital. Some of you have already taken your entrepreneurial ideas to the next level in eLab or the Pop Shop, or through such competitions as Big Ideas and the Johnson Shark Tank. And virtually all of you will find your places in the knowledge economy, which relies on advanced skills and higher order thinking of the kind that you have developed and you have refined at Cornell. Many of you are headed for positions in the business world, or government, or public service, including with the Peace Corps and Teach for America. Others will find academic or research posts, either now or after completing advanced degrees or postdoctoral positions. With your skills and talents across so many disciplines, from hotel administration to veterinary medicine to the social sciences, humanities, and arts, and a commitment to wider engagement, which you've demonstrated during your time at Cornell, you can help build an economy that grows for everyone. You can help create a virtuous cycle and turn despair into greater opportunity for all. Class of 14, candidates for advanced degrees, you have earned our congratulations and good wishes. Hold fast to your dreams. Have confidence in your skills. Use your good fortune to help others. Become part of the virtuous cycle. With optimism, forward thinking, and empathy, you can create a meaningful, fulfilling future for yourselves and also a better, more equal, prosperous, and sustainable world. We're counting on you. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
We will now proceed to the conferring of degrees granted in course. The first groups to be presented to the President for conferral of degrees are the graduate candidates who have completed work in the graduate school or in one of the professional schools. Will the Vice Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, Barbara A. Knuth, please step forward? Will the candidates for the doctoral degree from the graduate school please rise and the degree marshals come up onto the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these outstanding candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and are duly recommended by the faculty of the graduate school for the appropriate degree of Doctor of Musical Arts, Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of the Science of Law.
Thank you, Vice Provost and Dean Knuth. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of Cornell University, I hereby confer on each of you the doctoral degree appropriate to your field of advanced study and research with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Cornell University welcomes the new Doctors of Philosophy, of Musical Arts, and the Science of Law to the ancient and universal company of scholars. Will the doctors please be seated? Will the Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine, Michael Kotlikoff, please step forward? Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine please rise? And the degree marshals come up onto the platform. You're good.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty of the College of Veterinary Medicine for the degree Doctor of Veterinary Medicine.
Thank you, Dean Kotlikoff. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of Cornell University, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine with all of the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the Doctors of Veterinary Medicine please be seated? Will the Dean of the Law School, Stuart Schwab, please step forward? Will the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Law or Master of Laws please rise and the degree marshals come up onto the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty of the law school for the degrees of Doctor of Law and Master of Laws.
Thank you, Dean Schwab. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of Cornell University, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Law or Master of Laws with all of the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Well done.
Will the Doctor of Law and Master of Laws graduates please be seated? Will the Vice Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, Barbara A. Knuth, please return to the microphone? And will the candidates for the master degree in studies that have been directed by the Graduate School please rise, and will the degree marshals come up onto the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and are duly recommended by the faculty of the Graduate School for the master degree, be it Master of Architecture, Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Engineering, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Health Administration, Master of Industrial and Labor Relations, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Management and Hospitality, Master of Professional Studies, Master of Public Administration, Master of Regional Planning, Master of Science.
Thank you, Vice Provost and Dean Knuth. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of Cornell University, I hereby confer upon each of you the master degree to which you are entitled, with all of the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Our heartiest congratulations.
Will the master graduates please be seated? Will the Dean of the Samuel Curtis Johnson Graduate School of Management, Sumutra Dutta, please step forward? Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the Samuel Curtis Johnson Graduate School of Management please rise? And will the degree marshals please come up onto the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty of Samuel Curtis Johnson Graduate School of Management for the degree of Master of Business Administration.
Thank you, Dean Dutta. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the trustees of Cornell University, I hereby confer upon each of you the Master of Business Administration degree with all of the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the master graduates please be seated? The next groups To be admitted to the Fellowship of Educated Men and Women are the candidates for bachelor degrees. Will the two class marshals representing the entire Cornell University senior class please come up onto the platform? In a moment, each college group will be called to rise for presentation to the president and then asked to be seated. After all the bachelor degree groups have been presented to the president, all the groups will be asked to rise again for the awarding of the degrees. The degree marshals for the bachelor degree groups will come forward to the base of the platform as each group is called. Will the Dean of the School of Industrial and Labor Relations, Harry Katz, please come forward? Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the School of Industrial and Labor Relations please rise, and will the degree marshals come to the front of the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty of the School of Industrial and Labor Relations for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Katz.
Will the candidates please be seated? Will the Dean of the College of Architecture, Art, and Planning, Kent Kleinman, please come forward? And will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Architecture and Bachelor of Fine Arts and Bachelor of Science from the College of Architecture, Art, and Planning please rise? And will the degree marshals please come to the front of the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty of the College of Architecture, Art, and Planning for the degrees of Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Kleinman.
Will the candidates please be seated? Will the Dean of the School of Hotel Administration, Dean Michael Johnson, please come forward? Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the School of Hotel Administration please rise? And will the degree marshals please come to the front of the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty of the School of Hotel Administration for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Johnson.
Will the candidates please be seated? Will the Dean of the College of Human Ecology, Ellen Matthews, please come forward? And will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the College of Human Ecology please rise? And will the degree marshals please come to the front of the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty of the College of Human Ecology for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Matthews.
Will the candidates please be seated? Will the Dean of the College of Engineering, Lance R. Collins, please step forward? And will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the College of Engineering please rise? And will the degree marshals please come to the front of the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty of the College of Engineering for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Collins.
Will the candidates please be seated? Will the Dean of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, Catherine J. Bohr, please come forward? Will all the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences please rise? And will the degree marshals please come to the front of the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and who are duly recommended by the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Bohr.
Will the candidates please be seated? Will the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Gretchen Ritter, please come forward? Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? And will the degree marshals please come to the front of the platform?
Mr. President, I have the honor to present these superb candidates who have fulfilled the requirements and are duly recommended by the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences for the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Thank you, Dean Ritter.
Will all bachelor degree candidates please rise at this time?
It is my privilege to recognize the candidates recommended by the deans and the faculties of these several schools and colleges for the appropriate bachelor degrees. By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Cornell University, I hereby confer upon each of you the bachelor degree appropriate to your field of study with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Class of 14, congratulations.
Will all the bachelor degree marshals please come up onto the stage to shake hands with President Skorton? Congratulations. Congratulations. Sir, congratulations. Will the assembly please stand for the singing of the evening song and the alma mater?
When the sun fades far away in the crimson of the west, and the voices of the day murmur low and seek to rest, music brave, the twilight falls o'er the dreaming lake and dell. 'Tis an echo from the walls of our own, our fair Cornell. Welcome night and welcome rest, fading music, fare thee well. Joy to all we love the best, love to thee, our fair Cornell. Music brave, the twilight falls o'er the dreaming lake and dell. 'Tis an echo from the walls of our own, our fair Cornell. Far above the Euphrates waters, with its waves of blue, stands our noble alma mater, glorious to view. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, louder praises tell. Hail to thee, our alma mater, hail, O hail, Cornell. Far above the busy humming of the bustling town, reared against the arch of heaven, look she proudly down. Lift the chorus, speed it onward, louder praises tell. Hail to thee, our alma mater, hail, O hail,
This concludes the 146th Cornell Commencement. We thank you for being with us and congratulate our new graduates. Please remain standing during the recessional until the faculty have left the field. Thank you.
Thank you.